Alien Covenant is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Michael Fassbender, Katherine, Waterston, Danny McBride, Demián, Bichir, Billy Crudup, Carmen, Ejogo, and this is the sequel to Prometheus, but also being the 6th installment in the successful Alien franchise. This takes place 10 years after the events of Prometheus. This ship called the Covenant goes down on this planet to colonize it, and, let's just say stuff that ain't pretty happens. Now, I was really excited for this movie because, one, I'm a huge Ridley Scott fan. His last movie, The Martian, was my favorite movie of 2015, so, coming off of that, I was pretty hyped. And also, just this past week, I rewatched all the Alien movies, including Prometheus, in preparation for this movie. So yeah, I saw Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, The Assembly Cut, and Alien Resurrection, which, after watching that movie, I actually wanted to kill myself. I should have done that. And I'm one of the few people who actually thinks Prometheus is a criminally underrated and underappreciated sci-fi film. Like, yes, I understand that there's some story problems with it, and yes, sure, as an Alien fan, it might have been disappointing to some, but in all honesty, it managed to stand on its own while also having elements of Alien thrown throughout the movie. So I was really excited to see what they were going to do with Alien Covenant, and I gotta say, this was a pretty good movie. I had a blast with it. I thought it was terrifying. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was enthralling. I had a great time with Alien Covenant, but let's start with the positives. If there is one thing Ridley Scott knows to nail, it is how to make his movies look good. Even his turds, like The Counselor, they're all great looking movies. This film is gorgeous. It is breathtakingly beautiful. There were a lot of long takes in this movie that caught me off guard and caught me by surprise, so I gotta give Ridley Scott that. Also, his direction was pretty solid. Now, there are some story issues with the movie. Like, I believe that the script, when I get to the script, I'll talk more about it, but there are some issues with the script that boggle down my love for the movie, which is upsetting to say, but it was the same issue with Prometheus. I thought all the acting was top-notch. Michael Fassbender was incredible in the movie. I'm not going to say what he does for people who don't know, but he is, without doubt, the best thing about this movie. You watch him and you could say, oh my god, Michael Fassbender is somewhat playing Michael Fassbender, but in a different way, and it was so amazing that he was the standout of the movie. I loved him. Every single scene with him, just perfect. I also really liked Danny McBride in the movie. I was really surprised because as someone who is a huge fan of him, I didn't think he would be a perfect fit for an Alien movie, and he actually did a great job. I mean, yeah, he was really funny as expected, but there was actually a lot of layers to him, which I thought was really, really impressive, so I gotta give Danny McBride major props for that. I liked all the other actors, and while Katherine Waterston was very good in the movie, and she's an awesome actress, I love her a lot, I felt that her character was a little meh. I didn't really care that much about her character, and you could walk out of this movie thinking that some of the characters are one note and flat. Most of the characters are well developed, but there are some that just really weren't that compelling in my personal opinion. I love the visual effects, lots of practicality. The xenomorphs looked really good in the movie. This movie's terrifying. There are a lot of scary moments in this movie, and when Ridley Scott does horror, he actually does a really good job with it, and there are a lot of sequences that reminded me of the original Alien, which was great. And also, I love how he just incorporates the sci-fi elements from Prometheus. He combines the horror from the first two and adds the sci-fi from Prometheus, which I thought was really clever. And I believe that's something that's going to satisfy most of the fans. I know some people have been mixed on this movie, which I can understand why, but me personally, I had a great time with it. Now, like I said, there are some issues with the movie, mainly revolving around the script. Sometimes the tone could be very clunky throughout the movie. Like, sometimes it goes from horror to sci-fi to drama to comedy. Like, sometimes it's all over the place, but in the end, the movie was still really well done. Ridley Scott continues to surprise me by putting out quality movies. The guy is almost 80 years old, and he continues to pull out great work. I love the guy so much. I really enjoyed Alien Covenant. Is it as good as the first two Alien films? No, it's not. But for an Alien movie in the 21st century, this was a pretty damn good one. I'm going to give it a B+. Guys, tell me what you thought of Alien Covenant. If you saw it, what was your favorite thing about the movie? And were you a fan of Prometheus? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you guys soon.